Big Cass has returned to WWE.
JRW live. Hit the aisle, stack the card, chase that rare one, play it smart. Bobby Joe right by his side. JRW live ride. JRW live. Let's go. Toy hunting shows on the road. Figure reviews, bold predictions too. WW week breaking it through. JRW.
What's up, JRW? Here to this weekly side review of Monday Night Raw. They kicked off the show with the OTC Roman Reigns coming down to the ring, and the crowd was booing him quite a bit because they were in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of Seth freaking Rollins. And they started cheering to doing the singing to the Seth Rollins song, and Roman Reigns encouraged it and everything, kind of showing flowers. Roman Reigns talking about how he closed the chapter with Seth Rollins this past weekend with this match and everything, and he's going to continue to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Obviously, it's been a great summer. He's dominating everything like that. And then LA Knight's music hits. LA Knight comes down the ring and he says, Roman Reigns, you're a fraud. Congratulations on beating Seth Rollins without the bloodline. Congratulations beating Seth Rollins, because you're still a fraud. Because you're afraid of handling me. You send your cousins, the rest of the bloodline, to handle me. And guess what? I beat all three of them. And he's like, well, what's bullshit is you gave Seth Rollins a fair one-on-one match with Bloodline. But because last time I checked, last time you and me went one-on-one, I had to fight the whole entire Bloodline. So he's like, I'm here to say I deserve a world title shot with a fair one-on-one match. And then Roman Reigns mocks him about his Walmart watch. And he goes, look at this real watch. Like he was wearing like $1 million watch. And then he starts walking away. And then LA Knight starts absolutely cooking him. He's like, I don't care what kind of watch you wear. And he's like, you got so much aura, but when you actually see you up and close, you don't got anything at all. You scrunching your face thinking you're tough and everything. Like, nah. And he's like, I don't care where it is, if it's at Money in the Bank. And even if we have to wait all the way until WrestleMania for you, I'm coming for that World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm going to get a fair one-on-one match. Yeah. And Roman Reigns is pissed. He goes backstage yelling at the Bloodline, why couldn't you handle freaking LA Knight? You can't handle anything. I'm going to handle LA Knight on my own now. Then Javon Evans went one-on-one with Ethan Page in a decent singles match. Javon Evans, at the end of the day, picking up the victory over Ethan Page with that OG cutter. Overall, this match wasn't half too bad. Javon won the match, starts celebrating, and then out of nowhere, he gets attacked by this monstrous man. It's a returning Big Cass. We've been seeing these little sneak peek videos of Big Cass returning, and the sad thing is we got no Enzo. It was only Big Cass. Comes out looking absolutely jacked, ripping his shirt off. The man's absolutely shredded. If you watch AEW, he was on AEW for a couple years as Big Bill. The man has improved a lot since the days of him and Enzo and Big Cass. Destroyed Javon Evans and Ethan Page. Goes backstage, cuts a promo. He goes, nothing personal, Javon, but he goes, I'm going to start stacking bodies and you're the first one. Then the retaining women's world champion, Liv Morgan, comes down to the ring to cut a promo about how she's the best women's champion of all time. And Raquel Rodriguez is going to become the best women's Intercontinental champion of all time, which she has now barbed wire wrapped around the women's Intercontinental championship. Very interesting. Then Roxanne Perez went one-on-one with Sol Ruca. She defeats Sol Ruca with the help of the Judgment Day. And then afterwards, they jump her and they're celebrating and everything like that. When Becky Lynch's music hits, we have not seen Becky Lynch in over 2 months. Becky Lynch returns, and when she left, she was a heel. The crowd had a huge pop. She comes back as a total babyface. They're cheering, going crazy for Becky Lynch. She faces off with the Judgment Day, and she's like, I'm not here coming back for that title. I'm coming back for your title, Liv, and I'm coming to beat you. And I'm going to end this worst reign of all time. And it's not just me saying it. It's everybody saying it. And the crowd's all cheering and everything. And Liv starts to run and walk back towards the stage. When Stephanie Vicaria's music hits, she shows up from behind, attacks Liv Morgan, brings her into the ring. And then Liv and the Judgment Day run. And Stephanie Vicaria and Becky Lynch go face to face. And Stephanie Vicaria says, I'm going after Liv. And Becky's like, what are you going to do? You're going to stop me? So it looks like we got 2 different women chasing Liv Morgan for the women's world title now. Really cool to see Stephanie Vicaria back because we have not seen her since WrestleMania. And we haven't seen Becky Lynch since, I believe, Backlash. Then Femi came out. Before he came out, he went face-to-face with Paul Heyman backstage and said, Brock's not here. I never got the chance to thank him. Can you please thank him for me? And Paul Heyman said, absolutely. Femi came out in this giant, like almost... The only thing I could think of that looked like was like a giant priest robe, like from a church or something like that. That's what it looked like, this giant white robe with like gold, and it looked like a priest robe. I was so confused. If you know what it is, comment down below, because I was so confused. He comes out on this crazy thing he's never worn in his career, and cuts a promo pretty much thinking how originally he thought Brock Lesnar was a joke, like was a pansy, because after he beat him, he ran. But because now I understand, He understood I could beat him, but then he wanted to really see if I could swim. And he brought me down to all the way so I could hold my breath until the final in this water, and then just like drowning me, trying to drown me. But he goes, I came up top, I rose to the top and beat Brock Lesnar, and I'm going to be the future of this industry. I'm the new top star. And that was really it. And then Bron Breaker's music hits because he was going to go one-on-one with Joe Hendry next. And Bron Breaker and Femi have a hell of a stare down, staring at each other. Bron Breaker has been known as the next big star of this company in the future. And now Femi's claiming that. And Bron Breaker did not look happy, staring at him. And Bron Breaker was pissed this whole time. He keeps up beating Joe Hendry. This was a quick match. He's just looking towards the stage. Like, he does not care about this match with Joe Hendry. Spears Joe Hendry, 1, 2, 3. And then he grabs his title and marches backstage looking for Femi. While Austin Theory's sitting on the announce table with Maxine Dupree, Austin Theory goes in the ring, beats up Joe Hendry, and he's attacked by Akira Tozawa. And Akira Tozawa gets the upper hand on Austin Theory. Maxine Dupree holds back Austin Theory, and Akira Tozawa rips off his shirt, and he stands tall over Austin Theory. Then Bron Breakker gets backstage and tells Paul Heyman, he goes, where the hell is Femi? And Paul Heyman goes, why would I know? He goes, oh, aren't you like his new best buddy now? And he storms off. But he goes, yeah, before he storms off, he goes, Paul Heyman, yeah, you're right. I was wrong. And then storms off. So it looks like the tension between Paul Heyman and the Vision is starting to grow because Bron Breakker's pissed about Femi, which if they give us an Femi Bron Breakker feud, a good one, that'll be awesome. Then we got to hear from the new Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable. He came down to the ring and cut a pretty much like just a thankful promo, thanking the crowd for always having his back and believing in him. And he's finally won a singles title. And then he thanks Penta. Penta comes down the ring, gives him his flowers, holds up his arm and everything like that. And then Dirty Dom's music hits. Dirty Dom comes down the ring. He goes, I'm tired of this. Thank you, Chad Gable, for holding on to my title, but I'm coming back for my title. And this sets up a tag match between Chad Gable, Penta, and Dirty Dom and JD McDonough, which this was a halfway decent tag match. And Dirty Dom was stuck on the ropes because Chad Gable pushes him in the ropes, and Penta hits him with the IC title when the ref isn't looking. Chad Gable hits Dirty Dom with the German suplex. 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable, Penta pick up the victory over JD McDonough. I'm assuming, I guess, looks like Dom's starting to come back after the Intercontinental title in a feud. But this will be very interesting where this goes. Then it was time for the main event. Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys in a street fight match. They finally wanted to end their beef they've had. They used to be apparently best friends in real life. Now that he's tired of Royce Keys getting involved with the bloodline business, so they go absolutely destroy each other in a street fight, putting each other through tables, hitting each other with a million steel chairs, slamming each other through steel chairs. This was absolutely chaos. But at the end of the day, I thought Royce Keys might win this, but he did not. Jacob Fatu got that tongue and death grip in him, and he's just choking him out. It was going on and on and on, and finally Royce Keys passed out. The ref calls the match, and Jacob Fatu's not letting go. He just keeps on choking him out. Their security breaks him up, but he goes right back to choking him out. And then Roman Reigns' music hits. Roman comes down to the stage and starts nodding his head of approval. Jacob Fatu stands up. He's all excited. Roman does the 1. Jacob Fatu does the 1, puts up the 1, and kind of just does a little nod approving what Jacob Fatu did. Roman Reigns starts walking backstage, which he's met by Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio shakes his hand. He goes, I'm the general manager at AAA. I would like to talk to you about something. And I instantly thought, I'm like, what the hell? That was a weird way to end Raw. So it looks like Roman Reigns might be making an appearance in AAA, which would be absolutely insane, like an absolutely huge historical moment, because it's like that'd be like John Cena or something like that, or Cody Rhodes, a huge megastar showing up in AAA. Like, I know AAA is owned by WWE now, but it's still going to be a big deal if that's the case. I'm assuming there's no way they tease that and that doesn't happen. So there you have it, guys. That's the Saturday review of this Monday Night Raw, the Raw after SummerSlam. And honestly, this was a good Monday Night Raw. They had a lot of package videos. They had a package video for Brock Lesnar's career, about like how great of a superstar he's always been. They had a package video about the CM Punk Cody Rhodes match. They had a package video for Kevin Owens' return and stuff like that. So there was a lot of filler stuff like that. But overall, super excited for LA Knight Roman Reigns. I really hope LA Knight's the one that dethrones Roman Reigns. But I know a lot of people think that probably won't happen. But I still got hope. I still have hope that LA Knight's going to be the one. Seeing Big Cass return was really cool. Disappointed no Enzo. But maybe we'll get Enzo one day. We can still hope, guys. And Owa versus Bron Breakker, sign me up. And seeing Becky Lynch and Stephanie Victoria return was cool as well. But overall, I got to say, this Monday Night Raw was 10 times better than last week Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw last week was so bad with the freaking Joe Hendry Danhausen singing. That was horrendous. I'm going to give this Monday Night Raw a 3.5, maybe a 3.75 out of 5. I was very entertained by this show. Overall, I thought it was great. I don't want to give it a 4 out of 5 because I feel like that's strong. I guess I could give it a 4 out of 5. But overall, I thought this was a solid Monday Night Raw. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell because we post every single day here on this YouTube channel at JW Live. And you don't want to miss out on the awesome wrestling figure content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.